Actually, let's talk Heat Bucks. Heat Bucks. Ooh. Ooh. The Heat being down 0-2 is not something I foresaw. I think, the Bucks got a little lucky in game one in a really tight game, went to overtime. Middleton wins on a game-winning shot. Like, that's a close game. That makes me think we are in for a fight. And then game two happened. And the Heat got ran off the court. They got ran out of Milwaukee by Pat Connaughton and a bunch of other players that aren't bad. But damn, you would have think that they had 3 Currys on the court the way they were sinking threes last night.
Yeah, the Bucks team has not been as consistent shooting threes as they have been in this playoff series thus far. I don't know if they can keep that up, and certainly not against a team like the Nets, but I think they can keep it up against the Heat because, like I said, of the offensive tweaks they have, having PJ Tucker, having Middleton, etc., changes things up and changes the dynamic of their offense and spacing on the floor. And I think all the tweaks they did in the regular season are starting to pay dividends. And I think they did the opposite of what the Clippers did. They played all their guys in the last games of the season, and they basically made this matchup happen in round one.
They could have taken the Knicks instead.
They could have.
Or the Hawks, or one of the two.
One of the two, but not the team that beat them last year.
Yes.
And they said, no, we're going to play hard against the Heat at that, and then we're going to turn around and see them again in the playoffs, because if the Bucks are going to win, if Giannis is going to do his thing, they have got to shake this gorilla off their back, and they have to do it early. And this is what the Clippers should have done. They should have taken on the challenge and beaten the team that you need to beat early on.
Or they could have just won the second game and gotten Portland.
They could have.
Look, they could have still avoided the Lakers and just gotten Portland. Look,
sticking with your Heat?
That was actually my question for you. You had Bucks in 6. Do you still think it goes 6?
I think it. I'm between 5 and 6 right now. So it's going back to Miami.
Yes,
I think at the very worst case scenario, they split. I don't think the Heat win 2 in a row.
Okay.
And that means that they go back to Milwaukee up 3-1, and that makes the gentleman's much more likely.
Okay. I expect the Heat to punch back. I don't expect the Heat to roll over. I expect the Heat to allow this to at least go 6. If it gets to 7, I'm keeping my Heat in 7 prediction, but I don't think it'll get there.
That's fair. I think they have to win a game 5 for it to get to 6, though.
Okay.
They have to win that game in Milwaukee.
Okay.